All right, let's see if we can adjust this camera here a little bit and give it a second. I'm just a minute or so early to see who comes on and joins me for this training. Live lunchtime training. We've been talking about doing this for a while. It's just sharing. It's free ideas, but it's something that you can take action, practically apply it to life as it's happening, right? So today's lunch talk is all about simple strategies for kicking ass. There's a phrase that my family has. I taught my kid, "Hey kid, are you ready to go kick some ass?" And anyway, just kind of that mentality of I'm going to get out there and I'm going to get after it. I'm going to roll up the sleeves and make it happen. And what happens is, we get caught up in the moment, the tasks at hand, right? We start working, we get bogged down, and pretty soon we're spinning our wheels, we're stuck in a rut. And at the end of the day, we're just like, what happened? I did everything but do that one thing that I actually wanted to make happen. And so in order to achieve your dreams or achieve anything worth achieving in life, you're going to have to focus. We all do, right? We have to learn to take our distracted, divergent efforts and make them focus and converge on what matters most. So prioritizing time and that sort of thing. We need to know what we're after and then create a sequence of plans, a structure that's going to support successful spontaneity, help us get there in the flow of the moment. So how do we do this? Simple strategy, right? We're going to learn how to aim, how to focus through the aiming process. The acronym AIM is to ask the right questions, involve the right people, and make the right decisions. So if we can ask the right questions, involve the right people, and make the right decisions, then we focus and move forward in a meaningful direction. We build positive momentum. We make it happen. We get results, right? We get stuff done. And that's kind of that secret to satisfaction, because nobody can take that away from you, right? If at the end of the day, you feel like, yeah, I did it. I mean, you don't have to hit a home run, knock it out of the park every day, but if you get stuff done, it feels good, right? So ask the right questions. What do I want to get done today? That's like focusing right here, right? And notice what happens when we ask a question, our mental attention, our focus just goes zoom, and the mind begins to seek solutions to the answer, right? The answer to the question, what do I want to have happen today? And depending on where you're at, you may have a list of things that you want. Bam, 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 bam. Write it down. If you don't have a notepad and paper, grab a notepad and paper or mental note, put it in your phone, keep track of this. What do I want to have done by the end of the day? Or what do I want done by the end of the week? If you want to put it into a little bit more context. And for practical purposes, you don't need to look outside of that. And what happens is we oftentimes know what we need to do. And there's just a couple of things or one big thing that we don't want to do. And so we keep avoiding it, that next step, and we do everything but the one thing, right? And so the next question I would suggest that you ask is, what's the one thing? What's that one thing that I need to do to get over the hump, to get unstuck and get going in a positive direction, right? Start some positive momentum. What's that one thing? What do I want to get done? And what's that one thing that has to happen that I'm avoiding doing or I'm not doing? And then, I like to make a list of practical tasks, right? Like what are some things that have to happen to make this happen? It might be sending an email. It might be writing a blog post. It could be making a video or a podcast. It could be picking up the phone and calling somebody, setting an appointment, scheduling a time to talk and meet and connect with people, right? How am I going to make this happen? I have the intention to do something. How am I going to manifest this intention in the material world, in the world around me? And the answer is ask the right questions and then involve the right people. The second step of the strategy, involving the right people. Nothing happens in a vacuum. We're all intimately and intricately connected, woven into the fabric of the cosmos, right? So we have to engage other people. We have to engage the right people. So if it's, I'm working on something and I need some help, we recruit help, right? If it's we trying to figure something out, we don't know how, then we go find and learn from somebody that knows how. And maybe that's learning from an online video, learning from a lunchtime workshop. Maybe that's in a mastermind group. Maybe that's in an accountability group of some sort. How are you engaging? Evaluate that. Ask the question, evaluate that. Are your social engagements, professional engagements, friendships, relationships in your life, Are they lifting you up, supporting you as you achieve, strive toward that peak potential of human experience, right? You want to get the most out of life, the most joy, the most happiness, the most satisfaction, the most freedom of expression, the most financial freedom. You want to be able to go out there and do the things that you want to do, uninhibited, unrestricted, and do it with people that you love, right? Isn't this what we all want? We desire that. It looks a little bit different for everybody, but we have this desire. In order to get there, we have to focus our very precious time and energy to make it happen, right? So we have limited time and limited energy. We have to sleep only 24 hours in the day and all. I used to say, oh, I wish that there were 30 hours in a day and 10 days in a week. Zoinks! Then I might get half the stuff done that I want to get done. That's not reality. That's not being real. What's being real is that there is only a limited amount of time, 24 hours in a day, of which you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to go to the bathroom, personal hygiene, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, your families, social interactions, maintaining friendships and relationships. And within all of that, maybe you have an 8-hour a day job, 40 hours a week. Maybe you put 80 hours in a week. Whatever you do, you have stuff that's taking up your time. Is the stuff that's taking up your time helping to move you closer to where you really want to be in life, or is it kind of causing you to drift further away from where you really want to be in life? More questions, right? Are the people that we have involved in our life helping us move toward where we want to be, or is it causing us to drift away, further away? So ask the right questions, involve the right people, kind of aligning that, focusing on, this is the desired outcome. This is the desired result, right? I'm framing my life, my questions based on where I want to be. I'm envisioning that. I'm evaluating my current circumstance. I'm evaluating my friendship and relationships in light of where I really want to be. And then I'm going to start making the right decisions in order to move closer to where I want to be. The right decisions, making the right decisions. Now, let's just let go of the idea that we're always going to make the right decisions, right? Because it's impossible. We're fallible humans. We have a narrow-minded, we have a penchant, kind of a strong proclivity for self-deception. We lack oftentimes the ability to see the forest for all the trees. We get caught up in details. We get caught up in pie in the sky. We get caught up in fantasy and fiction. We get caught up everywhere except for what's real right now. And when we are not embodying the present moment, we are disconnected from our empowered sense of choice, what we can choose to do. That power of choice, there's a choice in every second. That is the innate gift of being alive. That's what's so exciting about being alive, is I can exercise the power of choice. I can bring my intentions to bear, manifest magically in the material world. I can make stuff happen and get it done when I choose to focus my time and energy on what matters most. When I choose to make the decisions that are actually going to enhance my chances of achieving success instead of harming my ability to achieve my dreams, right? Get real binary. There's so many decisions coming out. You got to make decisions fast, right? It's a go, no go. Is this helpful or harmful? Is this moving me closer or further away? But binary, helpful or harmful. I can eliminate a lot of mental clutter, a lot of unnecessary decisions by evaluating my decisions within the context of where I really want to go. The question might be, does this decision determine whether or not I'm going to get done what I want to do today? That's kind of a clunky way of saying it, but ultimately, do we have the ability to get done what we want to get done? Well, we don't know for sure, but we can guess that we do, or we can put the very best effort into making a decision that's going to make it happen. And don't get stuck in, oh, geez, was that the best decision? Or, oh, what decision should I make? Because life is a path of action. Ask the right questions, involve the right people, make the right decisions, but just keep moving. Do not allow yourself to get stuck. You're sitting at the desk and you start to collapse and the brain starts to shut down and we're getting just caught up in that fog. Get up, move, take a deep breath, stretch, go out, go for a walk, get some fresh air. Do something and then focus. Ask the right questions, involve the right people, make the right decisions. Focus and aim your mind. Set your mind to making it happen, to manifesting your intent, to actually doing what you want to get done. And if you do that, you're going to be well on your way to achieving Greater results, perhaps, than you ever had before. But create this habit of thought, of going back into the aiming process. I just have to aim. How do I set my mind? How do I master my mindset? I aim. I master my mindset by asking the right questions. That's the tool of intelligent inquiry. If you haven't participated in the training, the tools of transformation, the tool of intelligent inquiry, the tool of better breeding, and the tool of intentional presence. These are the tools that we can use to cultivate our highest quality of life, really to optimize our well-being and performance in every aspect of life, and to do so in the most sustainable and incorruptible way, right? In ways that are not dependent upon external factors that are out of our control. How do we center ourselves in the midst of chaos? Right? We have to go inside to what's within our control, breath control, directing our awareness. These tools and kind of these sacred secrets that are available to every person on the planet. It's an innate, embedded wisdom. But we have to learn to unlock that. Life, I think, is kind of facilitating personal growth so that we can learn this wisdom and begin to apply it and then share it with others. The primal purpose being that you and I and every person on the planet was born to help make the world a better place just by being who you were born to be, by bearing your gift into the world, understanding that you are that gift. So you living in fullest expression, you really truly embracing life, living in fullest expression. That is the gift. That's shining your light. And in order to do that, you're going to have some discipline. You're going to have some focus. And so that's what this lunchtime talk is all about, how to focus, simple strategies for kicking ass so you can get out there and get stuff done. Just don't forget to aim. Incorporate aiming in your process. Aim at the beginning of the day. Aim at lunchtime. Aim at nighttime. There's a lot more to say, but just ask the right questions. Involve the right people and make the right decisions. And you too will start moving in a positive direction, building momentum in a positive direction. And you can, in fact, have a massive impact in the world around you by doing these little things. Create those little ripples, lift the vibe, elevate. Let's rise to the occasion of making the most of today. I want to thank you for taking the time to be here with me, and I'll look forward to getting back in touch with you soon. Peace. Let's see. All right.